Hi everyone, this is Community Manager Korean from Amun Tokens. Welcome back to another video and another podcast, even though we just had one on Monday. It is Wednesday evening my time, and we just dropped something this morning my time, or it could have been a bit earlier than that. It is, as you can see from the page, vote in our first PECO improvement proposals, PIPs. That's a really cool name. PIP 1 and PIP 2 are live. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go over the details. So again, as usual, when I do this kind of stuff, I'm just going to read some of the highlighted portions, just so you guys can sort of understand the important parts of this. So there are two proposals. The voting is open now for the next 3 days for PIP 1 and 7 days for PIP 2. In order to vote on the given proposal, you need to have had a sufficient amount of tokens at that time when the block was created. This means that if you attempt to vote on a proposal where the block number configured is in the past and you were not holding the required token back then, your vote will not be counted. So to simplify that down, basically what that means is you cannot just buy PECO and start voting. Just like a lot of other places, like when we do last week in PECO, right? Qidao has this voting system. A lot of places do. That you cannot just buy into something and influence the way a project goes. You have to have been an existing holder. So this sort of explains to you how to go about voting, connect your wallet, connect with wallet provider, sign the message. So if you have any questions, right, of course, I'm on Discord and Telegram. I also check Twitter every now and then. These are the links to the individual proposals themselves. So have a look at them for yourselves. They will be in the link to this video and to this podcast. So how to vote, this is explained in this document over here. Now, proposal 1, it says adding Sushi Swap as DEX for index inclusion. This is a governance vote to add a Sushi Swap to expand index inclusion on more DEXs to better represent the Polygon ecosystem, right? Again, better representation is a good thing, right? But Sushi Swap recently has not had the best reputation. A lot of chaos going on inside that organization. You have to decide which way you want to vote. So a very simple yes, we add a Sushi Swap. No, do not add Sushi Swap. All right, then we have PECO improvement proposal number 2, PECO whitelist filter process for auto rebalancing. This is a bit more complicated. I would highly suggest you take your time, you read through it. This was written very well, of course, by OX Zoe as usual. This is a governance proposal to automate the rebalancing process of PECO to a pre-filtered whitelist of Polygon native ecosystem tokens before they undergo the PECO methodology criteria. The intention is to remove as much bias as possible. So for those of you whose language is not English, right? Bias is when you have a notion in your mind, a thought that you think this is what something is supposed to be. So what this proposal is trying to do is to try to make PECO as transparent as possible, as this is right here. And this sort of explains how this goes. Extract the entire Polygon project list on DeFi Llama. DeFi Llama, a very popular project site, right? Select tokens with Polygon as order 1 for TVL. Remove any rebase tokens as defined by CoinGecko. So rebase tokens are like Olympus DAO or Climate DAO, that sort of stuff. Index methodology criteria will be applied to DFON, QuickSwap, and Sushi Swap for single pools with greatest total liquidity of greater than 3 million, accounting only for a single-sided pair, total pool amount of 6 million. For auto rebalancing will be attained from market cap, coin market cap, where circulating market cap equals price of token times circulating tokens. Okay, step 6. You can read all of this yourself. Now, methodology limitations. Of course, nothing is perfect. Depending on DeFi Llama as a comprehensive source of Polygon network projects. Again, how perfect is DeFi Llama? Nobody's audited them. No one's checked them out. We don't know how good this data is going to be. Relying on data quality from DeFi Llama and CoinGecko. Again, a limitation, right? Of anything you do, it's limited by the data and where you get your data from, right? Only perfect things can be accomplished from perfect data. So of course, we don't have that. Nobody has perfect data. The difficulty of identifying and capturing gaming and NFT projects without TVL. So I know a lot of you, and you guys know I'm a big gaming person. I love games. Carson and Jack on our team are also gamers as well. I know you guys have suggested gaming projects. So with this methodology, right, it would still be fairly difficult, not fairly difficult, somewhat difficult to capture gaming and NFT projects without TVL. So very simple process, right? Yes, apply whitelist filter process for selecting constituents for PECO for auto rebalancing. Or no, use another method. We go back to the drawing board, trying to figure out a better way to transparently filter out the index token so it auto rebalances by itself. Okay, and thank you very much for watching and listening. And please don't forget, if you are a PECO holder and you have had PECO, please do vote. You can leave your comment on this media article. You can vote and leave your comments there. We'd love to hear from everybody. And see you guys sometime on the weekend when I plan to do sort of year in review podcast on crypto.